And welcome back. This is part 2 of our 1967 opening day game between the Yankees and the Senators. If you have not seen part 1, I encourage you to stop and go take a look at that. There will be spoilers coming shortly for this ball game. We have completed innings 1 through 5 of play. The date is April 10th, 1967. This is opening day for the American League in 1967. It's Pete Richard for the homestanding Washington Senators taking on Mel Stottlemyre of the New York Yankees. The score as we enter the 6th inning is 3-0 New York. Both starting pitchers are still in the ball game. The scoring, we were scoreless for the first 3 innings. The scoring opened in the top of the 4th with 1 out. Mickey Mantle doubled, and Joe Pepitone singled him home to give the Yankees a 1-0 lead in the top of the 4th. The Senators did not score, and then in the top of the 5th, Horace Clarke led off with a single. He went to third on a single by John Kennedy. And then the Senators brought their infield in, and Mel Stottlemyre grounded out to second base. Tom Tresh then came up and hit a ground ball to Ken McMullen at third, and Horace Clarke tried to score from third and was thrown out at the plate. Ken McMullen to Doug Camilli. But then Bill Robinson fouled with a 2-run double for the Yankees, scoring both Kennedy and Tresh. And that's where we stand right now in the scoring. The Senators only have 2 base hits through 5 innings, both of them by third baseman Ken McMullen. So Stottlemyre is throwing a shutout at this point. Both pitchers, well, especially Richard is 3 batters away from reaching his fatigue level. We're using the sim inside pitch, and I'm trying to do a walkthrough of how that game works, the different elements to it, as we go. So I'm glad you're with us, and let's get back to the ball game. We're in the top of the 6th. Joe Pepitone is leading off against Richard, and then he'll be followed by Elston Howard and Charlie Smith, 4, 5, 6 batters in the Yankee order. Pitch to Joe Pepitone is wild, but there's nobody on, so we re-roll. It's a foul ball. And it's a K-plus outcome because Pepitone's a left-handed batter. We're on the left side of the slash mark. K-plus means we go down to Pepitone's number. We reduce, again, by 1 because of DC Stadium, his strikeout number, so he goes down to a 4. But the K-plus says the plus means we add 10, so we go up to 14 now. But our D20 number is an 18, so Pepitone will not strike out on this at bat. And instead, he hits a fly ball to right, and under it is Cap Peterson for the out, and there's 1 gone in the 6th. Trying to get Richard through this inning so that they can pinch hit for him. He leads off in the bottom of the 6th. Howard is up. He's 0 for 2. Richard has now faced 22 batters. So he's 3 away from fatigue zone potentially. 1-4 is a strikeout check. So we look at the 15. Richard's a left-handed pitcher. We subtract 1 from the 11 to get to 10. So that's not going to be a strikeout for Howard. We'll roll, and Elston hits a star line 4, which is grounded to Ken McMullen. He makes the play and throws to Dick Nen for the out, and there's 2 gone in the 6th. Now it's Charlie Smith, who's 0 for 2. 4-6 is a double question mark. Double question marks, we look at Smith's batting, which is right-handed. We come down here, it's a 4, so it's a star line. If it's between 1 and 8, and it sure enough, it is a star line, and it sure enough is between 1 and 8. So we'll roll this, And it's hitting the air to right. Under it is Cap Peterson one more time, and that will retire the Yankees in the sixth. So Richard has himself a 1-2-3 sixth inning. We go to the bottom of the sixth, and now the Senators have that decision to make. They really need some offense. At the bottom of the sixth, they trail 3-0. And it's going to be Bob Humphreys warming up in the bullpen, the knuckleballer for the Senators. And we're going to see a pinch hitter for Richard against the right-hander Stottlemyre. And it's going to be Ed Stroud. The creeper will pinch hit for Richard. I'll tell you about Richard's day in just a moment. Stroud, a .212 batter on the 1967 season. He's a left-handed batting reserve outfielder with some speed. Richard went 6 innings. He allowed 6 hits. He did not walk a batter. He struck out 2. He allowed 3 runs. They're all earned and no home runs. All right, so Stroud will lead off against Stottlemyre. Pitch to Ed. It's a 6-1. That's nothing on the left side of the star line. So we re-roll for Stroud, the slash line, left of the slash line. And now we get a star line 1, which is grounded to Mickey Mantle. He's going to take it himself, and there's 1 gone in the Senators' 6th. Now it's the top of the order with Ed Brinkman. Stottlemyre's pitch is a 2-1. He's on the right side of the slash line here. So you see how splits work in inside pitch. It's these slash lines. There's some other ways as well. These ratings down here. These ratings up here. So splits are a fairly big part of inside pitch. But we have a strikeout check. We have a D20 roll of a 9. A right-handed pitcher. This is knocked down to a 10 for the Washington, D.C. Stadium impact. So Brinkman does strike out, and that is strikeout number 3 for Mel Stottlemyre. There's 2 gone in the 6th, and now it's Bernie Allen. Allen 0 for 2. Stottlemyre winds and delivers a 1-3 hit in the air to right. Under it, Bill Robinson. And he puts it away for out number 3. So we played 6 complete. And it's 3-0 Yankees. Bob Humphreys is coming on to do the pitching for the Senators. He is a right-handed pitching reliever and an effective one in the 1960s, throwing a knuckleball primarily. For the Yankees in the 7th, it'll be Clark, Kennedy, and Stottlemyre coming up. So Humphreys' stamina will be 9 batters, and that's what we'll use for him before he becomes vulnerable to stamina issues. 5-5 to the left of the slash because Clark is a switch hitter. So we'll re-roll on Clark's card, and it's hit in the air to center. So now we look here. It's a right-handed pitcher. We rolled a 9, and it's a base hit for Clark. He's got his 2nd hit of the game. Leadoff single in the 7th for the Yankees. I was tempted to bunt with Kennedy before, and I'm going to bunt with him now. I didn't do it then, but I'm going to do it now. All right. The pitch from Humphreys. Kennedy squares to bunt, and it's a 2-4, which is a star line. Okay, so we proceed to the bunt, which is Kennedy as a 5. Roll of 14. That is a excuse me. That is bunted back to Humphreys. He turns and throws to Bernie Allen covering first, and Clark moves up on the sacrifice. Now it'll be Stottlemyre. So with Clark at second and one man out, Stottlemyre the chance to help his own cause. Humphreys to stretch, and the pitch is a blank. So we're going to drop our dice everywhere and then re-roll on Stottlemyre's card. Base hit off of Brinkman's glove. Rolls away. Okay, so that will score Clark as the ball rolls away from Brinkman. Clark scores from second, and it's a single for Stottlemyre as the run comes home. 4-0 Yankees. With one out now, it's Tresh. Pitch from Humphreys is a range play. RP 5-5. Grounder to Humphreys. His range is a 3. He makes the play. Now they're going to try and turn 2. So he gloves it. He turns and looks for Ed Brinkman covering on the pivot. So double play, 0 and a 3 for Tresh. Brinkman's a +1, and he was a double play depth, which makes him a 5. So if I roll anything but a 6, they're going to turn a rally-killing, soul-crushing 1-6-3 double play that gets the Senators out of the 7th, but not before the Yankees score a run on 2 hits. They don't leave anybody, but they get a big run. They're up 4-0 as we go to the 7th inning stretch in D.C. Stottlemyre's stamina at this point is not a factor. He has faced 20 batters. He can face 30 before stamina gets to be an issue, so he might even throw a complete game. Okay. Valentine, Howard, and Nen, 3-4-5 for the Senators in the 7th. Strikeout check, but way too high, so we got to re-roll on Valentine's card. Hit in the air to center. Under it is Pepitone, and there's one down. Howard up now. Frank is 0 for 1 with a walk. For 6 is a strikeout check, and we got him on a bender. 4th strikeout for Stottlemyre, 2 gone in the 7th now, and it's Dick Nen at the plate. Dick is 0 for 2. The pitch is an open reading, and so we re-roll for Dick Nen, and he grounds this one to Horace Clark. He flips to Mickey Mantle, and the side is retired in the 7th. Mel Stottlemyre still throwing a 2-hitter on these Senators on opening day. Humphreys out for inning number 2. Robinson, Mantle, and Pepitone, 2, 3, 4 hitters for the Yankees. Coming up. Robinson, 2 for 3 with a 2-run double in the 5th. The pitch. Right-handed batter, so we have a star line. And that's grounded to Ken McMullen. He fires to Nen for out number 1. Now it's Mantle. Mickey, 1 for 3, double and scored a run in the 4th. The pitch. Home run check. So now we have to have it work on both cards because of the question mark. Left-handed batter, 1 to 12 is gone. It's a 14. It's not gone, so we don't even have to check Mickey's card. We re-roll for Mickey, and it's a 4-5. It's popped up on the infield. Bernie Allen is going to take it for out number 2. And now it's Pepitone with 2 outs and nobody aboard. Joe singled home Mantle in the 4th, 1 for 3. 5-4 is a walk plus right-handed pitcher. Walk number is a 8, minus 1 is a 7, plus 10 is a 17. That's over that number, and so Pepitone does draw a walk. And the Yankees have a base runner with 2 outs, and here comes Elston Howard. Howard is 0 for 3. The pitch. Open. Ground ball, Ed Brinkman. He fires to Nen, and that will retire the Yankees in the 8th. We played 7.5, and it's 4-0 New York. Getting late for the Senators. Peterson, McMullen, and Camilli do in the Senators' 8th. Cap is 0 for 2. Stottlemyre winds and delivers a walk check. But that's only a 9. In fact, it's an 8 with a minus 1. So 17's more than that. So it's not a walk. We re-roll on Peterson's card. It's a star line 1. That's grounded to Mantle. He's going to flip to Stottlemyre covering, and there's 1 down in the 8th. Ken McMullen is the possessor of both Senators' hits here in the ballgame. He's up now, and on deck is Camilli. The pitch, strikeout check, but it's a 19, which is way over the 7 that would be McMullen's adjusted strikeout number. So we re-roll for Ken, and that's grounded to Horace Clarke. He throws to Mantle, and there's 2 down. Stottlemyre has now retired the last 10 in a row, and here comes Doug Camilli. And gonna hit for Camilli. Gonna be backup infielder and sometimes second baseman Bob Savarin. He's a switch hitter. Camilli ends his day 0 for 2. Savarin 236 on the 1967 season. Stottlemyre winds and delivers for 3 is a strikeout check, and 11 against a right-hander. Not enough. Not low enough, so we're going to re-roll on Savarin's card. Hit in the air to right. Bill Robinson under it, and the side is retired in the 8th. Stottlemyre is just dominant over these Senators on opening day. We go to the 9th. 4-0 Yankees. We need a new catcher for the Senators, and it's going to be Paul Casanova. And he will bat 8th. Humphreys out for inning number 3. The Senators are going to get some relief action going in their bullpen as well. But who? On the chance that they do have a rally in them in the 9th inning, we'll have Darrell Knowles, the left-hander, and Bob Pretty, the right-hander. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Get loose, and that's just the way I like it. Humphreys is one batter away from fatigue being an issue. He will face Charlie Smith and his frightening Topps baseball cards, Horace Clarke and John Kennedy in the 9th. Charlie is 0 for 3. The pitch from Humphreys is a walk check, but too high. 12 is higher than the 8, which is Smith's adjusted number. So we re-roll on Charlie's card, and it's a bouncer off of McMullen's glove. Smith's going to be safe. And there's a leadoff hit for the Yankees in the 9th. Could bunt here, but Clark's got a pair of hits, so they're going to let him go. Humphreys the stretch and the pitch. Walk check. It's too high. We re-roll for Horace, and it's a ground ball to Brinkman. Ground ball Brinkman. So, double play chance. It's a 1, and it's a 0. It's a +1 on Brinkman. So that's a 2. If I roll a 1 or a 2, they're going to turn it. And they don't. Brinkman flips to Bernie Allen for 1. The relay to Dick Nen is not in time. Clark beats the rap at first, and he reaches on a fielder's choice. Now it's John Kennedy with 1 out. Smith retired. 6-4 on that play. The pitch from Humphreys is a walk check, and he does indeed walk. And I think that's going to be enough for manager Jim Lemon of the, or was it Hodges? I should have looked that up. It might have been Hodges in 67. Someone can correct me on that. Bob Pretty is coming on. He will bat in the 9th spot in the order. Humphreys went 2 1/3 innings. He allowed 2 hits. He walked 2. He didn't strike anybody out. He allowed 1 run so far. 2 men on base are his responsibility. Pretty, 3.44 ERA in 67, a 3-7 mark with 4 saves. 110 innings. He can go 7 batters here before maybe getting fatigued. Knowles continues to work in the Senators' bullpen. Stottlemyre up. Pretty the stretch, the pitch to Mel. Hey, struck him out, and there's 2 gone. Now it's Tresh. Pretty's pitch. 3-6, error and a grounder. Got to do an error check, maybe, and we will. This is grounded to Pretty. His error number is a 6, and he makes the play. 1-6, he would have committed the error, but got a 12. So he makes the play to first, and Dick Nen retires the side. So we go to the bottom of the 9th, and Mel Stottlemyre cruising with a shutout, a 2-hit shutout. on these Senators. Pretty due up first, and we're going to get a pinch hitter for him. Mike Epstein will be the pinch hitter. He at 226 and 67. Got a lot of pinch hitting duty here. 105 games, 297 at bats. Brinkman will follow, and then Bernie Allen. So Stottlemyre has walked 1. He's allowed 2 hits, and he struck out 4. He has been dominant. The pitch to Epstein. Double question marks on Stottlemyre's card. We got a 10. Left-handed batter, so nothing. Nothing here. 1 to 3 is the range to go to the star line, but he didn't get it. So, because of the 10, it's a 1-3. So instead, it's a star line 1. Ground ball Mantle. Mickey's going to take it himself, and there's 1 gone. Stottlemyre has retired 11 in a row now. And with 1 out in the 9th, it's Brinkman. Leadoff batter, or I'd pinch hit for him. 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts. Pitch from Stottlemyre. Strikeout check. Rings him up. 5 strikeouts for Mel. And Bernie Allen is the last chance saloon for the Senators. Bernie's 0 for 3. On deck is Fred Valentine. The pitch. And we have a possible error. Bernie Allen. Hit to left. Back is Tresh. And he makes the catch to end the ball game. Well, we certainly know who our star of the game was. The Yankees, the line score goes like this for the Yankees. 4 runs, 9 hits, and they committed no errors. For the Senators, no runs on 2 hits, and they committed no errors as well. The winning pitcher, Mel Stottlemyre, and certainly your star of the game. Losing pitcher is Pete Richard. And that is how your opening day on April 10th, 1967 will wrap up. This is Inside Pitch Baseball. Going to be back in a couple of days with another game from opening day of this season. So I hope you'll join me for that. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I need your subscriptions to keep my channel going, even though my voice is dying. Thank you so much for being with me. And if you have questions about Inside Pitch, please put them down below. Or if I made mistakes, let me know that as well. Thank you again for being with me. Have a wonderful day. So long, everybody.